Hello students, now let's revise the chapter number 1, chemical reaction and equation. First of all, we study about what is a chemical reaction and the equation. The chemical reaction means any process that involves the rearrangement of structure of the substance or conversion of reactant into the product is defined as chemical reaction. How can we identify that the process or the reaction is a chemical? For that, if during the reaction the reactant change their state, whether change in color or during the reaction the change in temperature is occur, then that process we consider as a chemical reaction. Let's see the first one, the change in the state. For example, the melting of the ice into the water. Second one, the change in the color. During the rusting of the iron, as you know, the color is turned into silver to reddish brown. So also we consider it as a chemical reaction. Then the change in the temperature. There are two types of reaction which is based on the temperature, exothermic reaction and the endothermic reaction. The exothermic reaction means the reaction in which the energy is released in the form of heat is known as the exothermic reaction. See student, in this chapter all the examples are very important because each and every reaction may be asked as an individual or may be asked for the example as well. In the exam, give the example and then you have to identify that this example is of which chemical reaction. So let's see the first equation, example of the exothermic reaction, that is of combustion reaction. Combustion of the methane. If the methane is react with the oxygen, then it is formed the carbon dioxide and water. During this process, the heat is generated. So we consider it as a exothermic reaction. Now the thermate reaction. In that, the aluminium is react with the iron oxide. Then the iron is released and aluminium oxide is formed. During this reaction, also the heat is generated. So we consider as a exothermic reaction. Here a question may be asked that write down the thermate reaction. What is the thermate reaction and give the example of it. Then you have to write down this example. Now the next, that is of endothermic reaction, a reaction in which the energy is absorbed. Then it is known as the endothermic reaction. For example, the calcium carbonate CaCO3, it's absorbed the heat and converted into the calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. And other example, that is of photosynthesis reaction, that you know that the carbon dioxide and the water both they are react with each other in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Then it is converted into the glucose and oxygen is released. Here the heat is absorbed as a form of a light energy. So also we consider this as a endothermic reaction. Now evolution of any gas. If any gas is evolved, then also we consider it as a chemical reaction. Here one example is given that the zinc is react with the H2SO4 means the sulfuric acid, then it is converted into ZnSO4 matlab zinc sulfate, and during this process the hydrogen gas is evolved. The next process, that is of precipitation process. During the reaction, if the product get precipitated, then also we consider as a chemical reaction. When the soluble carbonate, that is react with the barium chloride, then the barium carbonate and the sodium chloride is evolved. Here you can see the barium carbonate precipitate, white color precipitate we get. So this is the example of the precipitation reaction. Now the change in the state. Some chemical reactions are characterized by the change in the state. For example, when the wax is burned, then the water and the carbon dioxide is formed. Here you can see wax is a form of solid When it is converted, then it is formed into liquid as well as the carbon dioxide. It is a form of gas. Here the change of the state is occur, so we consider it as a chemical reaction. Physical change means it is a change in identity of the substance remains the same. For example, the melting, boiling and etc. That we consider as a physical change. Now let's start the chemical change. The identity of the substance change. The reactant are converted into this substance due to the formation, or you can say due to the combination or the broken down of the older bonds. Here you can see the hydrogen and the oxygen both are combined and form a new substance called the water. Now the chemical equation. What is the meaning of chemical equation? A symbolic representation of the chemical reaction using a symbol, or you can say the formula, then it is considered as a chemical reaction. In this reaction, we write down the reactant as a tail portion of the arrow, whereas at the head portion we write down the product. Now the balance the chemical equation. A balanced chemical equation is the one where the number of atoms involved in the reactant, both the side are equal, means at the reactant place and the product place, both the side, the whatever the atom is there, that is remains same, then we consider as a balanced chemical reaction. Now what are the steps by which we can do the balancing of the equation? The first state that we have to draw the boxes around the each formula as shown in the figure, because we cannot change in that one. Whatever we have to change, that we can do at the outside of the box. So then after the next step, find out the numbers of atom in each element. For example, here you can see the reactant side, the 1 Fe. 1 atom of the Fe, 2 atom of the hydrogen and the 1 atom of the oxygen. So we have to balance it the both the side here, and at the product side you can see the 3 ion of the Fe, 4 atom of the oxygen and the 2 atom of the hydrogen. Then after we start to balancing it. Here you can see start to balance the equation with the compound having a maximum number of atoms, while the balancing does not alter the formula of the compound. One by one balance each element on the react and the product side. After the balancing the number of the atom on the both the side of the equation, finally check the correctness and the balance equation. Here you can see the maximum number of atom that consists oxygen in the product part. So first of all you have to balance that oxygen atom. So for the here you can say at the reactant side only the 1 oxygen, so but here product side 4, so we multiply oxygen with the 4. So here you can see the Fe that is of only 1, but here Fe is 3, so we write down the 3 over here. 4 2s are 8 hydrogen, but here only 2, so for the 8 4 2s are 8, so we have to write down 4 over here. Now you can see the both the side the equation is balanced. After the equation balance, you have to write down the state of the atom. Now the balancing a redox reaction. What is the oxidation reaction? Oxidation reaction means the adding of the oxygen during the reaction or the removing of the hydrogen, then we consider as a oxidation reaction. And the reduction reaction means the adding of the hydrogen and the removing of the oxygen is also considered as a reduction process, in which in a chemical reaction in which the both the processes occur, the oxidation as well as the reduction, then we consider as a redox process. Now let's see the types of the chemical reaction. The first one, that is of combination reaction. Here the name combination is given, by which you can identify that what happened in this reaction. Of course in this reaction the two one or two products combine with each other and form a one new product, then we consider as a combination reaction. Here you can see the calcium oxide and the water both are react with each other and form the calcium hydroxide. The next that is of decomposition reaction. In the decomposition reaction, the one simple or you can say the single reactant split it out, or you can say the breakdown into the two new products, then it considered as a decomposition reaction. Here the photolytic reactions example are given, that is AgCl, that the silver chloride in the presence of the sunlight it is a decomposed and form the silver plus chlorine gas. Next example, next type of reaction, that is a displacement reaction. In the displacement reaction, you can see the high active metal that react the low active metal. Here you can see the Na2SO4 means the sodium sulfate that react with the barium chloride. Here the barium chloride is displaced the sodium. So the new formation, that is a barium sulfate and the NaCl. Here the both the product are displaced each other, so that is considered as a double displacement. Here you can say the two times the displacement occurs, the Ba takes place the Na place and the Na takes place the Ba place. So we consider this process as double displacement, while in single displacement reaction only one is a displaced. Here you can say the Fe, that is a more reactive, that's why this Fe is displaced the Cu. So Fe takes place the Cu's place and Cu is removed. So the new product, that is of FeSO4 plus Cu. Now the next one, that is of redox reaction, that I already explained, that in the process in which both the reaction are occur, oxidation as well as reduction, then we consider as a redox process. Here you can see in the CuO, it is converted into the Cu. Here the oxygen is removed. So this process we consider as a reduction process, whereas in the hydrogen the oxygen is added, so we consider as a oxidation reaction. So this equation in which both the reaction is occur, that's why we consider this process as a redox process. Now the next one, that is of corrosion process. In that the metals are prone to corrode, means it is slow conversion of the metal into some undesirable compound. This occur maybe due to the reaction with the oxygen, gas or acid, etc. Then we consider as a corrosion. The example of the corrosion, that the iron is react with the moisture of the environment and it is converted into the brown color substance called the rusting. Then the next one, that is of rancidity. Rancidity means when the food is containing fat or the oily substance, and when it is exposed into the atmosphere, then it changes their taste and the odor. Then we consider this process as a rancidity process, and this product is known as rancid product. How can we prevent the rancidity? Means how can we prevent the spoiling of the food? The first, that is store the cooking oils from the direct sunlight. Second one, food should be placed at the low temperature. Third one, by adding the antioxidant, food can be protected from the rancidity. Fourth one, the packaging material should replace the air with the nitrogen, and minimize the use of salt in the fried foods, by which we can easily prevent the rancidity. I hope you all understand this chapter very well. In the next video we will see all the activities that is important for this chapter, and also ask the question from these activities. So in next lecture we will see the activity of this chapter. Thank you.